Imagine being happily married for several months. Everything is smooth sailing. And then one day, your husband decides to go on a podcast and ends up spilling some tea on your relationship, making you look like the desperate person who pursued him. So today we're going to be discussing the video that's currently going viral about Simone Biles and her husband Jonathan Owens. Before we start, I just have to point out that all the articles refer to him as Simone Biles' husband, and I actually had to Google that phrase to find his name. But I digress. So the couple went on the Pivot podcast, and this is what happened when the host asked Jonathan how he managed to pull Simone Biles.
Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. Now you
Listen, I'm
with
gonna tell you organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been in Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys was like, "Hey, man, you gotta check out this app, And I'm like, I'll check it out. Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically, it's like a dating app, but you have to go through certain like criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally, have been on that for a couple of days, man. And it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good.
I'm just gonna stop this video right here for a second, because his face says it all. He's like, I know you lying.
I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And, we couldn't do much as COVID happened, everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the man to catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
What you're doing right now is confirming that she is actually the best in the world at flipping the script.
She flipped.
She shot her shot.
She did though. Because if she wouldn't have messaged me, chances are, like, I probably wouldn't have. I probably was just, mine would have went somewhere else and wouldn't have thought to, but she messaged me, and I mean, like I said, the rest is history, man.
And this is the reality of most men on these dating apps. They're half in and half out. Long gone are the days when men are compelled to message you first. So I thoroughly appreciate his honesty in this point. If she had waited for him to message first, I guarantee they would not be married today. So he claims he had no idea who she was, which is somewhat laughable. I mean, it's okay to pretend like you don't know who she is when you're first dating because you're trying to look cool. But you guys are married now. It's okay to be open and honest and say that you looked her up on Instagram and you realized who she was. I mean, who doesn't know who Simone Biles is? Let's be real. Especially as an athlete himself, he had no idea who she was. There is nothing inherently wrong with him saying he's a catch. I think everyone should enter a relationship with that mindset. But to say that you are the catch is then diminishing the other person in the relationship. Because what does that say about them? So after all the backlash he received, he recently posted these pictures of him and his wife, presumably trying to show her love and smooth over the situation. But when I tell you the people in the comments were not feeling it, they were not feeling it. Let's read a few of them. Some of the comments say, clearly bothered, but that is why you are not the catch. No one knew you until you got with her. Embarrassing for real. So unbothered you had to make a post. No man who calls himself the prize should be trusted. He's an insecure dude that had to assure us that he didn't know who Simone was. That she chased him and he is the prize. Oh, I think she meant prize. Yet he was I can't freaking read. Anyways, yet he was on the bench and nobody knew him until she started dating him. Screaming narcissist and insecurities. All right. I don't like when people start throwing that N-word around. And by N-word, I mean narcissist. Word is overused. So I then decided to go on Twitter and check out what Twitter had to say. That man thinks he's the prize because she literally pursued him, DM'd him first, and drove 45 minutes to see him. She's sitting beside him, showing all of her teeth as he recounts the story. Child, she's not shame. So let's save the outrage, please. I agree. Why are we all outraged? Don't let your ninja get on camera and embarrass you. 1, he lying through his teeth. And 2, and her net worth is 100 times more than his. You're not the catch, sir. Actually, nobody knew your name. People literally call you Simone Biles' husband. And then the Shade Room posted this, which shows a tweet that he posted back in what looks like 2012. That pretty much contradicts the fact that he was indeed aware of what gymnastics was. Here he says, low-key, I be hoping that people from the other nations fall when they be doing gymnastics. Your wife, the most decorated gymnast in history. BFFR, LMAO. Imagine, she literally is. I know this dude not serious. Simone Biles, arguably greatest gymnast ever, 4 times Olympic gold medalist, part of phenomenal team of Olympians, cover of Vogue, on a Wheaties box. Jonathan Owens, undrafted, 3 teams in 5 years, 1 interception in his whole career. His team is mid. But there were some people, on the other hand, who were defending him. For example, Black Millionaires, this page, tweeted, Jonathan Owen, the husband of Simone Biles, is 5'11", college educated, a professional athlete at the highest level, a millionaire, no felonies, no baby mamas. But let people tell it, he not a good catch. I mean, no one said he isn't a catch, but you cannot say you are the catch. Like, let's be respectful here. In my opinion, if you're saying you are the catch in a relationship as a man, it's a bad look. And I think a lot of social media outrage could have been easily avoided if he had simply said he is a catch, as is she. That's all he had to do. Anyway, I just hope he learned from the experience, and the next time he decides to speak on his relationship, I hope he does it in a more respectful way. And I totally honestly wish them all the best. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Listen, I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers. That's all I ask for, just 1,000. So quick, go subscribe, quick, like the video, subscribe.